it is very strange that the Civil War movie has come out at this time.
19 states have seceded.
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces.
Like the timing of it.
Yeah, the timing is
strange.
I mean, they timed it around the election, I think. I mean, obviously. But all this stuff, like, remember, when you make a movie, you have to make it in advance. It's not like, hey, guys, look at that stuff. Let's mock this movie out. No, the movie was made, a couple of years ago. That's when this process started, at minimum.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on?
And Civil War actually started getting made in 2022. And do you know what it's about? Let me give you some of the information.
We talked about it before. I have no idea what the movie's about.
I found out some information.
Interesting. I would like to know.
Yes.
Because I noticed that when it mentioned the states that were fighting were all border states.
Citizens of America, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California.
Yeah, so it's Texas. In the trailer, we learned that basically Texas and California have teamed up, and it's the Western states kind of against the Eastern states.
And by the way, that's the most ludicrous thing right there. That's why it's so unbelievable, because there's no way Texas and California is teaming up for anything.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I agree. It is kind of weird. So back in January 2022 is when Alex Garland signed up to write this. Now, Alex Garland is the guy who did like 28 Days. He's done a lot of dystopian type movies in the past. Some pretty good movies, by the way. And if you're familiar with A24, the studio, A24 is actually kind of does mostly low budget films. This is their first like big budget blockbuster they're trying to create.
I'm so excited about, because I think that studio is special.
They're very talented. So here's the deal. So what's it about? This is going to blow your mind. Okay. What are some things we look at? Okay. So who's in it? So first off, we've talked about this a little before, but let's talk about it a little more. So we've got Jesse Plemons.
Yeah. Jesse Plemons. Yeah.
Okay. We've got Kirsten Dunst. Right.
I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
And Nick Offerman. Nick Offerman, as usual, plays a tyrannical United States president.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what's happened basically is this president got a third term. So Nick Offerman got a third term as a strict, strong, centrally located fascist president, right?
Like what they accused Trump of trying to do.
Yes, and when they got that third term, the Western forces, led by the unlikely alliance of Texas and California, have militarized under a new American flag to oppose this new president. So what it looks like this movie is going to be is Trump getting, so back in 22, it would have been like, oh, Trump's running again. Right. So if Trump gets reelected, he's second term. But what if he says, well, wait a second, I didn't get to do 8 in a row. I didn't get to do 8. No, I'm sticking around for another 4. And I dare you to stop me.
Oh, yeah. Right? They probably, maybe they made this movie assuming that he was going to like win.
Or just the idea that he might, and what everybody's afraid of.
Right.
So everybody on the left is afraid. What has this been the narrative? The narrative is if he wins, he'll never give it up.
He'll never give it up. Yeah.
Right? He'll never give it up. Right. He won't do the transfer of power.
Right.
Well, that's what this movie essentially is. And so Nick Offerman is the Trump-like figure. And what happens is Texas and California, along with other Western states, decide they're going to secede from America. And so is there a map? I didn't give you a map.
So is it the people of those states or the military, the National Guard in that state?
The governments of those states and their National Guard. And we don't know, they have a lot of militarized vehicles on their side. So we don't know if they have like maybe a third party or maybe another nation as engaged to support them in going against the rest of the government.
I'm just worried about, most Californians are like just soy weaklings, fruits, nuts, and flakes. Bro, like, I don't even know if they can handle an M16. Like, right. The believability of this is pretty low.
Yeah. Well, we have a couple more facts. So in order for a state to legally secede from the U.S., it would need the approval of 34 other states. So 34 other states would have to say, yeah, go ahead. You can do your own thing. So this would indicate that California and Texas likely seceded illegally in the Civil War movie because there's not 34 states that they're all on the other side. So this is an illegal secession, which is going to cause a war, right? Nobody's going to allow you to illegally secede from, the government's not going to allow that to happen.
Okay. What kind of American are you?
You don't know?
Hey, if you like this clip and you want to see more, then click right here and become a member today. Also, we do a live show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, totally free. So come on down and hang out with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you there.